Maybe it's because I still don't fully connect to my heart space when it comes to my twin. Maybe I still have expectations, assumptions, judgment. Maybe this is why it doesn't match. So really make sure to examine that, okay? Because many feminists, remember what we said in previous part, watch the previous part. If you're starting here, you cannot go to previous part, okay? Remember what we said, that many feminines, they already are on a journey, they already healed, they already beautiful, they maybe continue to heal, but they already in their power, they already follow their mission. But because of the pain of the journey, they cut it off their healing path. They completely remove the part related to their counterpart when it comes to healing, and you cannot do this. For as long as you are and like, I don't want to hear about this, I don't want to deal with this, it's because you're in denial about some part of you, deeply hidden part of you, because they are you, you are them. I am a reader and a psychic medium healer meant to work with twins. It is part of my path. I receive downloads on this daily. Trust me when I say this. They are you, you are them. You're forever connected through threads. Whatever you are blocking, denying, refusing, not wanting to deal with, not wanting to accept, it's because there's part of you that you feel exactly that towards. All right, so let's tap into the energy of your person. Again, if that's the first part you're watching, go back. Do not watch this first. You cannot watch only this part and say claim, okay? The first part has to resonate. If the first part doesn't resonate and it was very specific, this is not your reading, sister, okay? All right. What's the energy of this beautiful masculine? I feel like he's such a soft soul already. What's the energy of this masculine? What's the energy of this masculine? One more. Thank you. All right, his first card is face down, but let's see what we have. I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna yell at you. I don't care. This is the truth that you need to hear. Okay? You are sitting there in front of the other side of this phone, okay, and thinking nothing has changed, he hasn't changed, he came in, he just disturbed my peace. You're judging him, you're judging his progress, you're judging his journey, and the energy in terms of you that he sits right now is this. It's Lovers. He knows. He knows it's you. There's still shadows. We're going to go through this. But he knows. His heart is yours. He probably came in on an impulse because he was guided to. And he couldn't stand not seeing you anymore. And he probably was guided by both of your guides to trigger this. So you can course correct. Lovers. Lovers. You hold the key to his heart. And I always say this to true divine pairings. It's not that the love is not there. It's not that they don't love us. The masculines love like no other. No other person, creature on the face of this planet can love as deeply and profoundly as a divine masculine on a twin flame journey. I don't care what anyone says. The way they love, but it's the armor. It's the shadows. It's the pain, it's the lack mentality. I talk about this all the time, and not just about twins, about people. How should we look at other people? They're doing the best they can. And if you, the other part of them, cannot find compassion, kindness, and love in this full understanding, my love, I know you're doing the best you can. How can they find it within them? They feel your energy. So if it's judgment, if it's anger, if it's resentment, if it's thinking that they're behind, that they're not progressing, it's all they're going to think about themselves. You're just feeding their lack mentality because you cannot find the compassion. And I see this all the time in feminists. This is why I said this, and I feel this may be your case. Like for other people, maybe you already work as a healer. Maybe you already work with other people. You have so much love, compassion. You hold space for other sisters, but you cannot do this for your own masculine. Examine the why. Examine the why. We have Knight of Pentacles. We have 8 of Swords. And we have 6 of Cups. What's coming to my mind, because we sort of have all the elements, right? Except the fire. I know that I said that he came in. 10 of Swords. He's in pain. That he came in on an impulse, but I don't feel like this masculine came in on an impulse of passion, right? So when we are in and out or in the beginning of separation, sometimes they come in because it's the passion, the ignition, right? Especially the second wavers, where the intensity of sexuality for us is very, very strong and very uncanny. They just cannot hold this in their body, and they come in periodically, right? But I feel this masculine, to be quite honest with you, is beyond this stage. I don't feel he came in because he felt the urge to, like, you know, physically be with you. I'm hearing that he got a push from his guides, because it was a very important lesson for the two of you. Maybe you both need a course correct, and it was divinely orchestrated to really understand certain things. But having Lovers as the first card, I feel the moment he was like reaching out for his phone, or maybe I'm hearing that to some of you, maybe he actually came in directly, like literally knocking on your door, like surprising you. It may be a detail just for some of you, but I saw that like very clearly right now. The moment he was doing it and he was on his way to like text you, call you, or visit you, he actually believed that this could work. He didn't just want to check in. I feel in his head, it's because it's been a while, and I feel like in his mind, he has been doing some work and some progress. But he's still underneath the veil. I feel it's actually the feelings and the water energy, right? We are approaching a beautiful eclipse in Pisces. We're all very emotional. It's coming to the surface. So I feel like it may have been that it was his feelings, his loving feelings, that brought you towards you, that brought him towards you, but he's still underneath the veil. He's still not seeing everything clearly. Why, you ask? Give it a guess. Give it a guess what I'm going to say, okay? Give it a guess. Who leads the way on this journey? Emotionally, spiritually, energetically, who? The feminine. So how is he supposed to see things clearly if you're not seeing things clearly? If you're not understanding truly what this journey is about? I'm hearing it's about time. I'm hearing it's about that time from your guides. You've been doing this a while, this collective. I feel like most of you, you're already really like tapped into your mission. You're not new at this. You would have a deeper understanding of who you are, but you're missing a part of this beautiful journey. It's about time to tap into that from that perspective. Lovers. Seven of Wands. I feel that, you know, maybe you didn't feel completely that. Remember, when they still unhealed, when they still not in their divine masculine, even if they really feel love towards us, they're looking through a veil of shadows, through a veil of still this physical world. So the feeling is there, but they don't know how to express it, because there's still fear of disappointing us, fear of, again, because they're not yet in their masculine. Once they are in their masculine, they're going to know how to do this. But I feel like what I said to you, right, that he has love for you, that, you know, he came to really search for that love, that I feel you didn't feel it. I feel he was trying to express this love, but he's done it in a way that you, because you're still in your wanting, expectation, and judgment, even if you might not completely accept it, you misunderstood that, and you thought that it's still immature love, it's still guarded love. Justice. You're not ready yet. There's still things that need to be worked through for both of you on this journey, things that you still need to clear out. And I've mentioned this in yesterday's reading, and I'm going to repeat that. Many feminines judge the masculine for this life, right? But you're forgetting that you've been doing this many, many times. I've done a video about twin flames and past lives. You can find it, part of my Divine Masculine Masterclass. You can find it on my YouTube. And I talk about this a lot, that we're forgetting that we've been through this couple of times. It is only the last lifetime that we get activated to the journey, right? That we actually walk the path, that we actually get awakened. The previous lifetimes, it really does sound and seem like a karmic connection, right? But it's for a reason. That video will explain everything to you. But you're forgetting that sometimes it seems like we're, leading, we're progressing, we're this and that, and they're behind. But there may be things between you with our soul, true soul ties, soulmates, and twin souls. Sometimes we do have karma to even out. If this is truly your life, when you got activated to the journey, it means that you received an opportunity to make this your final lifetime on earth, to reach union, inner union, external union, and Christ consciousness before you go. You're magic. But it also means that you have to clear out everything, all the past lifetimes. Maybe there are things that, between you that still need to even out. But I'm hearing that it's just, maybe it's been a long time, and maybe you started questioning this journey because it's been a long time. And I always say this to my feminists: you cannot compare. It's the worst thing that you can do. It's a very unique journey. It's sort of a end of the equation of everything that we've been working on and doing together and separately in all the past lifetimes. And it's also linked to our mission, right? So you cannot compare. Some feminists get activated to the journey, and masculines, where the masculines are still in their 20s. Some of us get activated to the journey when they're in their 40s, 50s, or even feminine in their 50s, masculine maybe older, right? Some of us are in separation 2-3 years. I always say like 2.5, 3.5, it's like minimum. But some of us are in separation for that time, and some of us are in separation for 8-9 years, because it's very unique. Your dedication, your approach also makes a difference, right? But I feel you're starting to doubt because it's also been a while. Maybe this collective, some of you, there's a reason I've mentioned the aging, right? So it's something that we should release, but it's really difficult to release, whether I'm in my early 30s or I'm in my late 40s or late 50s, right? But it's not about time. On this journey, we have to understand that linear time is just an illusion. There's always, it's just an illusion of this time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that in this final lifetime, okay, you're going to be in union for 10 years or for 30 years. It doesn't matter, because it's just a temporary setting. Once you shed these bodies, you're going to be sucked back together forever for the eternity of times. There is no time. Why would you feel it matters? If a journey needs to take 5 more years, so be it. You have to accept that. I feel there's something about the time that you're not handling well. It's this, when we get older and we're not yet fully, truly healed, and granted, it's a very difficult place to be. I know it. It's a difficult place to be. I understand, right? But you cannot think that, I'm in my 50s or my 60s, I still want to do certain things. I maybe, again, entitlement. Remember what I said? This life is for normal people. It's not for us. We're here on a mission. Get this through your head. So once you release this earth thing, you're going to grab your twin and you go to another planet when there's like a paradise, and beautiful ascended souls live there, and you're going to have your however many years you want. It's just temporary. Let that go. 8 of Swords. Ten of Swords. We have that at the bottom of the deck. He's in pain. He's in pain. He's not, Right now, I'm hearing he needs your guidance. He needs your spiritual leadership through red threads. He needs your strength. He needs your compassion. He was in pain. He was in longing. He came in for that check-in because he was in pain, and he ended up, and all you see that you're in pain. Lack of true compassion. You're still in a mindset of separation, and it's another illusion of this journey. The separation is an illusion. We're never separated. Once you understand that, you are in union. Even if he's not around you physically, that's it, you're in union. Do you understand? So he's suffering, he's in pain because there are still certain things that he doesn't comprehend. For them, it's difficult. That's why we have to lead the way. They are bound by this physical world. The dominion of the masculine is the matrix. For a good reason. I talk about this all the time. But there are certain aspects of this journey, very spiritual aspects, very, soul-related aspects that they don't grasp and they don't understand. And it is us energetically, more than anything, that we teach them that. Just like they one day will become our protectors and providers in the physical world, we have to be their protectors and providers in the spiritual world. So there are things that he cannot grasp, he cannot understand. It's literally, I'm seeing like someone, it's causing so much headaches. He knows it's you. He knows he loves you. He knows this is special. He knows you are special. You've been doing this for a while. But there are things that he just cannot deal with himself, and he doesn't understand why, and it's causing a pain. But with the justice, with that 10 of swords, I feel like there is some sort of a cycle closure right now, because there's a reason he came to you recently for that recalibration. Your guides are trying to help you to really close a cycle. Let something go. Use this eclipse, really. 6 of Cups. I might do a part 3 for this. I'm sorry, I never do 3 parts, but it's important. I feel like this collective, you're powerful, and I feel you're missing a puzzle piece of the story of your life, in the story of your mission. Santa Muerte. Transformation. This is death card. This is death and rebirth in this deck. It was needed. I feel you're not understanding. Right now, he would be in so much more pain than you are after everything that happened. And you're not seeing it. And instead of becoming the embodiment of, Mother Mary, offer him compassion, spiritual support through red threads. It's okay, baby. It's okay, my love. It's all right. There is no rush. There is no time. It's just an illusion. We are already in union. I love you. I support you. Take your time. You are blah, 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 blah. And then you call yourself a divine feminine. No woman on this journey can call herself truly a divine feminine who has risen if you do not have full, unconditional love, compassion, kindness, understanding for your divine counterpart. Sorry, I don't care what anyone says. He is going through an important closure right now, an important, death and rebirth, an important transformation. It was needed. What happened was divinely orchestrated. It was needed. It couldn't have happened any other way, because you were both, I'm hearing especially you, a little bit stuck in your mind about certain things. So you needed that recalibration. Okay, I want to do, hold on. I want to do, before we do the shadows, no, let's leave this at the end. Let's see where he is at on this journey. Let's do his shadows, where he's truly at. And then on top of it, we're going to do his shadows. I want 4 or 5 cards. Source, please. Where is this masculine truly on the journey? Give us a visual. Where he's at. I don't know why I thought this. I'm going to share with you in a moment. If you do have, this is my oracle deck, From Fear to Love for Divine Masculine. I don't know, I know that not many of you has it yet, but it came to my mind, so it may be detailed for some of you, which is funny. If you actually have that deck, once you're done watching this reading, you can go ahead and pull like a card or two and see whether it's a match. Maybe it's how your spirit guides want to send you some signs. I don't know. It just came to my mind. It may be a detail though, because I know that not many people has that deck yet. 3 more. Let's do 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. We already have 1. I jump out. 1 or 2. Let's see. What? We have 2. Thank you. All right. All right. Past relationships at the bottom of the deck. Maybe he is a bit nostalgic. And again, his first card, look at this. His first card is always face down. It's like I'm hearing 2 things. First of all, it's like Source trying to like not show me immediately what's the key energy, because then we do have some shadows. But also because you're missing the key point. That's what I'm hearing. So maybe you do see his shadows, his shortcomings, blah, 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 blah. But the essence, the key energy, the ruling energy, as we had Lovers in the previous one, you're not seeing. Who is a provider? His first card is from a category Divine Masculine. Who is a provider? I feel like he's still learning to be a Divine Masculine, just like you spend years learning how to be. I'm blocking you guys. Confirmation. Hold on. Bear with me. Truth. Throat is about truth. Maybe you need like a silent retreat to clean your throat. Crow. Why did I say crow? Maybe you identify with crows. Or it's a sign for you, like a crow or a raven. Maybe you need like a day or 2 of silent retreat for full silence to clear your throat chakra, because it is also about speaking and receiving and hearing. It's like you're not seeing through the deceptions of this journey, through the illusions of this journey. Who is a provider? We have 2 cards from the Matrix: Mount Everest or Molehill. Connects to nature, which is beautiful, right? We have number 35. Why so stubborn? It's growth category, and you can leave the room. You can leave the room. All right, so we're gonna do shadows on top of that to confirm, but this is what I'm hearing. I'm looking at the 20th, so maybe 20th, it's an important number. 2 to 2 on a timer. Maybe you're seeing a lot of 2s, 2 zeros, 2 to 2s, but also I'm hearing maybe, and I'm looking at this 39 as well. So for some of you, it may be a detail. Maybe some of you are 39, but I feel like this collective, it really may be like 39, 40 plus, significantly plus, and we've talked about this. But number 20, so maybe it's a birthday, important date, a number of your house or whatever. I was looking at this. Again, these things can be really details. They don't have to fit. But you're killing me. This is what I'm hearing. He would still be learning how to be a Divine Masculine, right? So he's done the work. He knows, maybe not consciously, like as we do the work, again, they operate in the Matrix, that he's done a lot of work on himself that you are not necessarily seeing and appreciating. But there are still certain things that he haven't conquered and he haven't mastered, right? So he's learning what does it mean to be the provider, to be a true Divine Masculine. What is he supposed to provide? And remember, we had that card for some of you about finances and about money, and about maybe he's not just there yet. You know, this card really explains that we understand it incorrectly, right? I don't want to read this through, maybe just a little bit, because it's been a long reading, but I feel like we're going to do part 3 either way. You're probably familiar with the cliche saying that a true man is a protector and a provider. So what exactly are you expected to provide? In the distorted system we live in, this concept, just like many others, is misunderstood. True Divine Masculine is not the provider of financial wealth. He is a provider of abundance, order, emotional safety, love, structure, and security. Your role in the divine order is to provide a foundation for the Divine Feminine to flourish and create in safety. And she's creating balance, harmony, nourishment, birthing ideas, inspiration, and channeling divine wisdom. Whilst you focus on doing, she focuses on being in connection to spirit. I feel he's learning this just yet. So maybe one of your issues was always that he was lacking financial stability in general. He didn't embody that. He didn't embody this energy of provider, right? So I feel like it may be the case that he is still learning and coming into realization. The provider is not just a man who pays your bills, right? I'm supposed to provide you love, stability, security, and he's learning these things, but he's still a little bit in exaggerative mode, right? We have this Mount Everest and molehill, and it's a thing with our masculines for a long time. It's like they start to analyze the past, but they still in their mind, in a prison of their mind. They're not seeing a big picture, that it's just really experiences, that we can forgive everything, we can move through everything. So I feel like whatever happened between you right now, you wouldn't probably believe this, but I feel like you've moved forward better and faster, and he's still stuck in pain. He's still stuck in his mind, repeating the words, the events, everything that happened between two of you. He makes it a big deal. Why? Because you're sending him this energy, and it's being filtered through his armor that he's still wearing, and he's multiplying it, that it was a big deal. Get yourself in this mindset. It's okay. It was just a check-in. When there will be time, it will be time, and it will be divine timing. It's never too soon. It's never too late. Just at a time, and it's when it's ripe. Okay? You cannot force the river. Try to get bigger picture you, because I feel like he's struggling right now. He would be blaming himself. He would be really having a very, very hard time. And I'm hearing with this stubbornness that maybe he is a very stubborn person, but I feel he's coming into realization with this stubbornness. And I'm hearing that he may right now be blaming himself, that maybe it's his stubbornness, maybe it's him not knowing to manage certain things, that it never cannot come into, but it's always the two of you. It is always the two of you. Write that on a post-it and put it on your mirror. It is not always just them. It is always the two of you. Why? You guessed it. One consciousness, one chakra system. Energetically one. It's never just them. You can leave the room. I feel there's still things in his life, and maybe I'm seeing that justice card that we had a while ago, right? So I feel like there's still things that he has to remove, karma that he has to process. Physically, in 3D, he's not ready for union. There are certain things that he has to deal with on his own. Okay, but he is doing the work. He's thinking about who he needs to be. He's trying his best. I love this connect to nature, which means maybe you are someone who really connects to nature. Maybe you are like, we mentioned that you would be connected to your mission, and most divine feminists, we do connect very strongly to nature. But maybe you are like, like medicine woman, or maybe you work with herbs, with natural remedies. Maybe you post a lot of content from you being like in the nature, spending time, or maybe you teach like connection through nature to our bodies, to our existence. It may be a detail for some of you, but I feel like he learned this from you. But I feel like he is trying to connect to the wholeness, to the greater picture of the universe. Let's do some shadow work, clarify these. Who is the provider? 8 of Cups, but it's in reverse. I'm hearing there are still certain things. It's like he's trying to move on. He would know at this point what are the things that he needs to move away from when it comes to physical things and mindset, but he's not really knowing how. Remember what we mentioned when we were doing his energy? He's a little bit lost. He's still underneath the veil. He still doesn't understand certain things. Give him that energy. Hold space for him energetically. How to really, just like he has to let go of certain ideas, certain people, certain shadows, you have to let go of all of the nonsense that we've been through this in this reading. You're limited, you're still stuck in limiting beliefs, you yourself. You're a little bit dishonest with yourself. You cannot resign from this journey. You cannot quit. How can you quit? From the moment you're activated, his energy is with you in the room always 24/7. If you're truly on this journey, his energetic imprint doesn't leave where you are physically. So how can you quit? What are you talking about? Come on. You're better than that. Show him the way. How to leave things behind. Chop, chop. Limiting beliefs, bin, garbage. You need to see a clear direction on your journey in relevance to the fact that you are on a twin journey. You've forgotten about this. You've tried to remove that as a tumor and throw it